And here we are in the Great Hall of the National Railway Museum. That's a typical Victorian locomotive there, that 240. Now this is the locomotive that was in Chariots of Fire. Yeah, I think just pop up and have a look at this. Yep, this is the locomotive that Ben Cross and Alice Cridge are standing in front of at the end of Chariots of Fire. And when they were filming that, they didn't steam the locomotive, they used that sort of artificial smoke that was used in pop videos to create the impression that the locomotive was in steam. Some well polished levers in the cab here. And of course the brake lever, yeah, that's it. They had to, the driver really has to turn that fast, you know, if he sees Pearl White tied to the tracks in front of him. Now we're going to have a look at the carriage. It's a corridor carriage with an open end. That looks quite comfy. What's that? It's a Pullman car. We're going back to the beginnings of the railways here. This is from when the railways were horse-drawn. Yeah, this was a wagon that was used for carrying a reserve horse when the other horse got too tired, I think. When I first came here, I thought that this was the horse and treadmill thing that was one of the entrants at the Rainhill trials. And some really old stuff here. Now this is Blenkinsop's locomotive, and you see it's got a geared wheel. Yeah, it was thought right at the beginnings of railways that the wheels of locomotives, if they were pulling heavy wagons, they would not be able to get sufficient grip on the rails to pull the train along. So Blenkinsop added a gear wheel, and there were teeth on the sides of the rails. And this is a very early horse-drawn, the chassis of a very early horse-drawn wagon. And this is from an old tram road. This is actually from the 18th century, I think it's from 1797. And this would just be hauled along by workmen. Now notice the wheels here don't have flanges on them. It ran on a special rail, that a special L-shaped rail like this, and it didn't mean that the wagon had to run on the rails all the time. It could be taken off the rails and run along the road for a wee distance. But this was a tram road. Now, tram, it derives from the Swedish dialect word trom, meaning a log. And that's why these were called tram roads. And when the vehicles that ran on rails in the streets started in the 1860s, they had L-shaped rails, and that's why they were called tramways, and of course the name stuck. And so this right from the beginning, but I've got to admit, I think it would require several quite strong workmen to pull that along when it wasn't laden. Never mind when it was loaded.